Hi everyone, my name is Alejandro Terán. I am FbF Readiness Delegate for Honduras and Guatemala. Today I am going to talk about drills and simulations. We have guiding questions. Why are the drills and simulations important? How to plan them? What are we going to test? And considerations and lessons learned. The first one, why are drills and simulations important? We think that is important because we have to test what is written in an early action plan. It's necessary to update a document that is perfect, or we are supposed that is perfect on a computer screen. It's different when you are in the field. Measure the real capacity of the national society, administrative and operational too. In simulations, the important thing is to define and be clear about the responsibilities of each department of the national society. Not only measure the capacity of risk management unit, you have to test admin fin capacity, operational capacity, of logistical capacity, and all that stuff. Involve all areas of the national society. On the field too, this is very important. Not only measure the capacity of on the office, it's necessary to measure that capacity and that understanding of the situation on the field. How to plan them. Define dates and commit all areas of the national society and IFRC to dedicate exclusively to the drill. Share the objectives and actions in the field with the national society, authorities, and with the branches where the drill will take place. Define the scenario, this is very important. With a work team, not one person, not two persons, we have to involve all the areas of the national society, and the script have to be hour by hour. Include the meteorological service in planning. Involve government entities such as the local civil defense, firefighters, etc., and share the drill plan with them. Actively involve the community and leaders so that they are informed of the action to be carried out. This is very important because community is one of the most important actors in the simulation or the drill. Now, what are we going to test? Communication flux between the different areas of the national society in headquarters or branches and in the field. Generation of intervention maps and trigger forecast. Early action, obviously, all or those that represent a challenge. Community engagement. The operation of IT, comms, and GIS teams. Timing of implementation of sensitive early action, for example, CBA. Again, we have to measure or test involvement of governmental risk management units. We have identified some considerations. It's necessary to bring observers from the region to evaluate the drill. Internal evaluators or observers and external to define communities and work with them in advance. Not only the moment of the drill of the simulation, it's necessary to work with them months before the exercise. To change the mindset of the response, you can change the term drill to preparedness exercise, because all risk management workers think in terms of response and connect with the term drills and simulation. We want to go out of this term and trying to use the preparedness exercise term, for example. Prepare a surprise element in the drill script. This is very interesting because if we have some script of the drill and you add some surprises items, for example, if you unplugged all the electricity in the headquarters, or prepare some surprise calls from authorities. You can put in struggle all the operational organization of the drill. Invite the media to get to know FbF and actively involve them. It is better if the drill has errors. It is the time to make mistakes. In the real event, we have not time to make mistakes. Follow up before, during, and after the exercise with the community. You can hand out real relief items and leave them with the community. It is an incentive, for example, CBA, toolkits, etc. And this is very, very important. You have to make the exercise real. We have some lessons learned. For example, CBA is a challenge because of the time and coordination it takes with the IFRC, with the national societies. So it's interesting to put and test this CBA program. It is best to prepare several drills with different scenarios and at different times of the day. Adverse events can occur in the middle of the night as well. You can prepare scenarios in the morning, prepare scenarios in the afternoon, but it will be interesting if you prepare some scenarios at midnight. The community should be well informed about the drill so as not to panic about the real event. Real emergencies can occur within the drill. We want to show a important case of a drill in Ecuador with the volcanic ash EAP in Cotopaxi volcano. We want to show some pictures. For example, we create a real scenario with kind of ash here in the picture. We talk with the community and work with them in the preparation of shelters with the toolkit. This is one of the main things that we want to consider in the simulation and drills. Observers and evaluators of the region. We have representatives of Guatemala, Argentina, Costa Rica in the picture, and it's very interesting. Come with their criteria for enhance this exercise in the field. This is an example of CBA distribution. In the picture we have a very large operation of National Society of Ecuador. We have some volunteers. The lady in the green is part of the national risk management system. So it is an example of articulation and coordination with the government too. In this picture we want to show the engagement and involvement of a volcanologist expert, in this case the guy with sunglasses called Benjamin Bernard, and it's a guy that has a lot of expertise of volcanic gas, talking with local authorities and national societies too. This is one of examples that activities with children. In my hands I have a drone, and the kids are very excited with this drone because they can see themselves in a video. So it was very funny to share this time with the kids. We have to remember that the kids are our best. The children are our best first responders. and this is very important for us. We in the picture we have our expert volcanologist Benjamin Bernard make some explanations to the press, and we have a quote that is very important to keep in mind always. If you don't communicate, it doesn't exist. Everyone must participate. This is a picture that I consider very powerful because a little girl, you can see wearing his mask, his eyes protection to volcanic ash, and she's very calm. She's very collaborative and we consider that it's the most important things, involvement of the communities. Take this exercise serious, make it real, and yeah, that's right. Thank you everyone. Bye.